Welcome to ENBWise, the WISE ChatGPT-based law analysis tool for ENBW. With this tool, it will be possible to analyze new laws faster and extrapolate on these changes that influence the business processes. After logging in, you see the home page. On the left side, you can see that the home page is selected. Further categories are, for example, the help window for new users to get a quick introduction to the tools and its features. On the upper left, you can see the ENBWise logo, which brings you always back to the home page on one click. Next to it, it's the navigation icon to give users the freedom to go back and forth, which is pretty nice if the user falsely click on something. He can simply go back. On the upper right, you can see the quick settings icon and the profile icon with information about the user and further settings. In the center of the page, you can simply upload a law by simply clicking on the plus symbol. As you can already see, two laws have been uploaded already, the Strompreisbremsegesetz and the Stromgrundversorgungsverordnung. If you want further information regarding the uploaded document, you can simply click on the three dots. Then you can see the document properties. If you click on it, you get some metadata regarding this document. For example, the date when the document was created, the version, the department is affected, with some tags, and the owner, which in this case is Josh. This might be pretty helpful while working or before working with a document. So, if an employee wants to work with a document, you simply select the document by clicking on it. For example, here the Strompreisbremsegesetz. When you click on the law, you get on this page, on the left side, you see a simple PDF reader with all the basic tools. For example, to zoom out, to zoom in, to download the document, or to print the document. Of course, you can scroll down the document. As you can see, we are on page 18 and we are at paragraph 14, the Grundsatz of the Strompreisbremsegesetz. Now, the goal of an employee would be to quickly understand the content of this paragraph. Therefore, he simply reads it, makes some notes, and try to understand the content. Here, our two new features will help the employee. If you highlight the text in the content you want to understand, you simply do it by going over it with the mouse and then right clicking. Then you can see our two features, the summarize feature and the lookup feature. If you want to get a quick, simple to understand summary, you click on summarize. After you have clicked, you can see that in the short information on the right side of the page, the summary of the part that was highlighted. The second feature is the lookup feature. If you want to look up a paragraph that is referenced or linked in this paragraph, for example, in paragraph 14, the Grundsatz, paragraph 16 is referenced. Normally, an employee who's reading this document the first time, he doesn't exactly know what's written in paragraph 16. So to get a quick summary of this paragraph and to work with it, you can simply highlight it by going over with the mouse, then right clicking and then select lookup, and then again on the right side he will see the results of the lookup, which is a quick summary of paragraph 16, as you can see in this example. The good thing about both those features is that they work with highlighting and choosing a summary option. The whole system is based on ChatGPT, which is normally done via a chat integration where you interact with a chat. There you have to create prompts and then you will get a specific answer. This might not be the task or the goal of a normal employee who just wants to get a quick summary of the document. Therefore, with our solution he can focus on simply highlighting and selecting either the summary or the lookup and do not have to focus on creating prompts, writing prompts, doing prompt engineering to make the prompt better for ChatGPT. All those technical things are done by the tool ENBWise on its own, automatically in the background. If the user is not happy with the result, of course, he can rerun the prompt that was generated in the background automatically by the system. Then he will get a similar result, a similar summary, because the highlighted part that he wants to summarize is the same, but it would differ in some aspects. If the user is a power user and he wants to adjust his prompts, he wants to do some prompt engineering, adjust those prompts according to his needs, of course he can do it. Or if he simply wants to understand the prompt that was generated automatically and wants to read it to better understand the results, then you can click on the chat icon. Therefore a new window is opened, and here you can see the prompt that was generated for summarizing this paragraph 14 that was highlighted. For example, in the last sentence it stated that the summary should not be longer than 5 sentences. If the summary is too long for the employee, he can simply make a shorter summary by copy and pasting the whole prompt into the chat down below, and then he simply can change the 5 to 3 sentence, for example. Then it will be shorter, of course. Then he can simply run the prompt again by posting it in the chat. The second thing you can see in this prompt is that here you can see some text. For example, the senior manager, which is the role of the employee, and you can see that he's working for a big German energy supplier. Those are called tags, and they are used to make the prompt more individual to the needs of the employee. And then those can be adjusted, of course, and individualized, all in the settings of the ENBWise tool. For the lookup, of course, you can see the generated prompt as well. And when you click on the chat icon, you can see the answer from ChatGPT regarding the lookup feature for paragraph 16. If you have any further questions regarding this paragraph, of course you can use the chat. You can ask questions, you will get the answer for it based on the content provided in the law. Again, pretty intuitive, straightforward chat interaction, easy to understand for every employee. Just ask the question you have, you will get the answer for it. The last icon presented on the short information page is some sort of export. If you made a summary, if you made a lookup and you want to store your results, you want to share them with colleagues, you can simply click on this button, then the summary selected will be exported to another file, and in the end you can download this file, share it with colleagues, or save it for your further projects. Of course, if you want to make some adjustments or to make some notes in the summary itself, you can simply do it with a simple text editor by double clicking onto the summary field and then make some notes, some adjustments that you need or that you want to read in your summary. And of course the changes will be saved automatically. The next step is a simple ChatGPT integration. This might be helpful to ask general questions for understanding. For example, if a word like the Stromerzeugungsanlage, which occurs here in the PDF file, if you don't know this word, you can simply ask ChatGPT what does this mean, and you will get an answer. Again, pretty straightforward, intuitive. The last tab is automatically generated. It's the link tab, and here you can see, based on the visible paragraph, for example here paragraph 14 on the left side, you can see all referenced or linked paragraphs. For example here paragraph 16 is linked, paragraph 17 is linked, paragraph 18 is linked. So this list is generated automatically. If you click on this paragraph, you will directly jump to the right position in the document. For example here paragraph 16. Of course you can make changes, you can delete those linked paragraphs, you can add some new, or you can change them. The next thing, pretty interesting, is the profile. If you click on the profile picture, you get some basic things like sign out, you can change the language of the tool, you can select even a dark mode or white mode, and you can go to the settings. If you click on the settings, you will directly jump to the settings. Here on the left side, the user can put in some basic information about himself, for example the name, the email address, but also the department he's working in and the role. On the right side you can see again the department and the role, and you can adjust the response length. On the top part of the settings page, there the employee can describe via chat what he's currently working on, what his tasks are. So the question is, what are you working on at the moment? And the answer could be, I work in sales and I do stuff and so on. Based on those answers, tags are created automatically. For example, now a sales tag would be generated and they will be added automatically here. And of course they can be changed, they can be deleted, or they can be added manually to give the user the freedom to individualize his whole ENBWise tool. And those tags are used for the prompt generation to customize the answer based on the task that the employee described here via the chat. The last thing in the settings is the difficulty level. It's the language that the summary will be in. For example, here simple language is selected, but you can also change it to standard language or professional language, which might be not that easy to understand, but they sound more professional. But since you will be most likely playing around with the prompts, especially if you're like a power user, it most likely would take a lot of time to jump from the PDF page where you're working with the quick information to the settings page. So you always have to jump back and forth, make changes. Therefore, we introduced on the right side the prompt that is generated in the background, and then he will get this summary, but in another language level. So by clicking on the ENBWise logo, we will go back directly to the home page, and this is it for now. All the main features are presented. Enjoy working.